Oh, big problems. I mean, he's got big money, but he's got big problems. More money, more problems, I guess. You can't figure out how to possibly fire him because his contract's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
people are getting disenchanted really quickly there. And the other great thing, he's got the recruiting, and people I think could rightly say, give these guys a chance to grow up a little. They are young. I mean, their star players are young. The problem is Jimbo, offensive guy, alleged quarterback whisperer. What's he whispering to the quarterbacks? Because it's not getting there. It's not translating. And really, since Jameis Winston, I'm not sure he's been a great quarterback coach necessarily. So, there were such high expectations, and I thought this team was a year away. I really did. I thought they were overrated coming into the season, but I didn't expect them to be this bad. I didn't expect them to lose to App State. So I'm going to the game in Tuscaloosa. If they get buried there and, Saban wants to prove a point and go hurry up in the last 2 minutes while he's up by 4 touchdowns, I'm not sure anybody would blame him after what happened in the offseason. But that's really kind of an ugly situation and fascinating. And, Coach Sumlin knows that is a cauldron of pressure at that school. And they have incredible expectations all the time, no matter what.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm fresh out of. I'm fresh out. I meant Pat, Coach. I wasn't bringing you. I meant Pat. Pat, I'm fresh out of waiting until these youngsters grow up, boss. I mean, I'm fresh out of it, man. I'm down here right in the middle of it. I mean, these are top 5 recruiting classes. Since he got the gig, and several before he got the gig. I mean, it seems like year after year we're talking about, we'll let these 4 and 5 stars grow up, man. Let's develop these guys. And oh, my quarterback got hurt. Let me get my quarterback back in there. Now we're working on our 3rd quarterback. And ultimately, if we're being honest, I mean, I'm about the product on the football field, man. And when I watch this offense, it is when you start talking about, let's say, top 25 teams, it is the most outdated offense that I watch. And that's just because I can't think of a better term. It's the most outdated. It appears to be very simple from the outside looking in. There's not a bunch of motions and there's not a bunch of shifts and different movements that these new age coaches have where they're stretching everybody from sideline to sideline. There's none of that. But yet there seems to be an unbelievable amount of arguing and confusion from about the numbers to the bench. You know what I mean? It's like we're just trying to block most dangerous man on a damn bubble screen. Can we get that done, fellas? I mean, you got a 5-star to do it. So I'm fresh out of let the guys grow up, and I just think Jimbo's got to answer to the music, man. I know they can't $90+ million buyout. They can't make any big move, but he's got to answer to this music, man.
And then I guess to me, so we kind of were joking about this. It was me and you on here, Clinton, like week 3. We're talking about this is a legit thing, and now it's looking like that. You look at their schedule, you go to Bama, and that could be the one. If they can pull that one out, like Johnny Manziel era, I don't know if that's never gonna happen again.
Rich, man, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass every time he jumped. D. I mean, he ain't no way in hell.
Look,
you kidding me?
They go to Bama. They go to South Carolina. And to me, I might take South Carolina as a favorite now. When I'm at Carolina, they want to get a win. They play Ole Miss at home, play Florida. I mean, who's to say the next 4 games won't be 4 L's or at best 1 and 3?
Yeah.
Like it could get really ugly.
Right. I mean, the knock has been he's coach 8-4 there. Well, what if they're worse than 8-4? Then what do you do? I mean, but it's golden handcuffs. I don't know how you get out of this situation without having to pay an absolute fortune. So I think you got to hope that you can talk him into letting somebody else call the plays. That's been brought up. There's various solutions that have been offered, but I have a hard time figuring out any solution that doesn't involve Jimbo Fisher still being the coach in 2023.
Yeah, look, guys, there's one obvious solution if you can't fire him, right? And you got to somehow take it out of Jimbo's hands because he doesn't appear to want to let it go. He's got to hire an offensive coordinator. And I said this earlier. I think the highest paid assistant coach in America next year should be the offensive coordinator at Texas A&M. Because look, let's be honest. What Jimbo's doing from a recruiting standpoint is impressive now. I mean, it's impressive. He's 8-4, 5th in the West last year, and he's still getting these guys to come in there. I mean, I don't think everything Jimbo does is necessarily, hey, you got to get him. He's running a good ship. It's just that offense has to change, man. He's got to hire an OC. He's got to go ask the top 3 OCs in America, hey, you write the check. I'll give you a blank check. You come on over here and you can coach the offense. That's the only thing that A&M can do if you look at their current situation right now.